Yeah. 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 Good evening, all. So myself, I am Vijay. I hold nearly 15 years of experience, which includes nearly 8+ years of experience in Python environment. So my experience includes design, development, and implementation of Python and Django based applications. So well versed in implementing different Python libraries like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, URLlib. Experience in implementing large-scale business critical systems using object-oriented design and programming concepts with Python and Django, and developing variety of web applications, implementing MVT architecture using server-side applications, right? So before I start, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear, whether the screen is visible or not? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So I'll be covering the following topics of today's demo, right? Why Python? Why Python? So Python is not a kind of technology which is very recently introduced. So not a new technology. It was introduced in the year 1989, almost more than 30 years back it was introduced. But why all of a sudden Python has got a great boom today, and reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Yes. And who can learn Python? What are the prerequisites for learning Python, right? Yes. So there is no prerequisite for learning Python. Anybody can update with Python, right? So the Python syntax is Python statements look like normal English statements. Okay. And how Python was built and how Python was derived. It was built or derived by taking the features from multiple programming languages, right? Like procedural oriented, object oriented, scripting, modular, right? And Python real-time applications. What kind of applications we can build today by using Python? Python mostly used for developing what kind of applications, right? Okay. So whenever you update with any technology, you need to know that kind of applications we are developing, right? And the Python usage and the Python features and Python comparison with other programming, right? Top most applications built by using Python, and Python mostly used for developing what kind of, and reasons why Python is suddenly super popular. Reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular, right? Yes. And Python scope and job market. Python scope and job market means how many years it will be in the market, and what is the job market of Python currently, right? This is what I'll be discussing, right? Yes. Why Python? I define Python in 5 lines, right? It's a general purpose programming, multi-programming features we see, high-level language, interpretation language, and user-friendly programming. It's a general purpose, multi-programming features we see, high-level language, interpretation language, and user-friendly programming. Let me discuss one by one in brief. General purpose programming means before Python, we got some languages. If you heard about these languages like Pascal, we have got languages like Pascal, Fortran, COBOL, right? These languages are purpose-based languages. They are for a specific purpose, not for all the purposes, right? Purpose-based languages. Pascal for developing scientific applications, Fortran for complicated mathematical applications, and COBOL for business applications, right? So they are for a particular purpose, but a language which is suitable for developing any type of application, right? Such a language we call it as general purpose programming language. So Python is such a kind of programming where any kind of applications we can develop today, like automation applications, web applications, big data applications, data science applications, networking applications, embedded applications, desktop applications, audio video applications, right? In this way, wide varieties of applications we can develop today by using Python. It is not purpose based. We can develop any kind of applications. So general purpose programming and multi-programming features. Multi-programming features we see in Python, right? I give a labor example. If you want to launch a new product in the market, for example, if you want to launch a new mobile phone, right? to attract the customers, what features you want to see within it. Means what all the features we see in different other mobiles, everything embedding within a single piece, right? It's going to attract the customers, right? In the same manner, Python is such a kind of programming where we see the features of different other programming languages within it. Just I'll brief you what are the programming features we see in Python, like what all the features we see in different other programmings, like scripting features, object-oriented features, procedural-oriented features, and modular programming features, right? High-level language. Python is a high-level language, right? So there are two types of languages. Just observe this. Two types of languages. Low-level language and high-level language. Low-level and second high-level languages. Low-level language and high-level languages. Low-level language example, assembly level language or machine level, right? Assembly level or machine level. They are not human understandable. They are not this low-level language or machine level language. They are not human understandable. They are not portable. They are not portable and machine dependent. Machine dependent. They cannot run on all the hardware and all the operating system. They're machine dependent, right? But high-level language like Python, human understandable. The statements look like normal English statements. Portable and machine independent, can run on all the hardware and all the operating systems. Human understandable, portable, machine independent. Yes. Okay. Python is an interpretation language. Line by line execution we are going to see in Python, which makes debugging easy, right? Line by line execution, like unlike other programming, executing the entire code at once won't happen in Python. We'll be just executing statement by statements, right? That is interpretation, line by line execution. User-friendly programming language or programmer-friendly programming language, which provides simple syntaxes. The syntax of Python looks like normal English statements. They're not as complex as other programmings, right? Yes. So now coming to this, Python has got what features? Python, right? Python has, yes. Procedural oriented programming features, procedural oriented features. Example like C language. It has got the features of object oriented programming. Okay, object oriented programming like C++, right? Example like C++, Java. Scripting, Python has got scripting features. Example like shell script. Modular programming features, modular programming features, example like Modular 3. See, if you take that example of Java, right? Java programmers or developers are strictly restricted to use only object-oriented programming, right? Without object-oriented programming, there is no Java application or a program. But in Python, with object-oriented, without object-oriented, with procedural-oriented, with modular programming, many different types of applications can be created. So if I talk scripting, about scripting, right, today, like we are writing automation scripts. If we talk in AWS, DevOps, in robotics, in IoT, right, we are using Python scripting as compared with complex shell scripting, right? Python script looks very simple and easy to understand. Modular programming. Okay, modular programming, Python supporting nearly 89,300 inbuilt modules for various domains. Whatever domain you are from, right, Python is providing modules. For example, if I talk more on these modules, right, observe modules. So it has Python providing separate modules for data science. If you're from data, whatever background you are from, Python is providing a module for every domain. For data science, Python has got separate modules. It is providing nearly 10 to 15 modules for data science, like NumPy, CP, Pandas, PyTables, Matplotlib, right? Separate modules Python is providing, even for not only for data science, even for big data, right? Python has got modules to work with, like mostly like Pandas model used for this big data environment, and even we can create some kind of data frames. For networking, not Python provides separate modules, not only modules, a separate framework itself Python is providing for networking, twisted Python. And apart from this networking, right, for even for testing or test cases, right, Python has got modules for it. And if you are for operating system kinds of activities, OS, operating system, separate modules. The name of the module itself is OS. Yes. And if you're from database background, for every database, Python is providing a module. If you like Oracle, right? Oracle separate module, Python has got like CX_Oracle, using which we can easily connect with Python. So Python has got module for every database, a separate module Python is providing. For Oracle, CX_Oracle, using which just it's not as complex as other programming connecting with database. So just the connecting details in the module is enough to connect with the database. For MySQL, we have got PyMySQL module is there. MySQL.connector is there. So using that we can connect. And if you want like SQL server, if you talk like SQL server, right, we have got a module like PyODBC. PyODBC is the module using which we can connect. And for any file formats, if you're working within like Excel files, for Excel files, if I want to create an Excel file, okay, we have got modules like XLSX writer, Excel RD module for creating and working with Excel files for reading, writing data, right? Just by writing Python statements and executing the Python statements, Excel workbook gets created with whatever name we provide at whatever location we have given, right? Go and check. Excel workbook gets created. In that Excel, you can see multiple Excel sheets. Sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3, right? Yes. CSV, comma, separated values, right? CSV, comma, separated values. CSV files, right? Like comma separated values files. The name of the module itself is CSV. For every file, like XML files, the name of the module itself is XML. We can read, write data. We can append data to these files. And for JSON files, the module itself is JSON. For every file format, for PDF files, we have got separate modules Python provides. And for mathematical background, we have got math module available for all the mathematical related operations. And for statistics, we have got stat model, right? For statistics. So in the same way, like generating graphs in Python, different types of graphs, normal graphs, bar graph, histogram, scatter plot, stack plots, pie graph, right? We have got a model we can easily generate graphs in Python with very less steps, right? With less number of lines. So just ready-made models are available in which we have got functions. Okay. So any type of graph we can easily generate by using Python. Python is the only programming used by writing code we can generate graphs. So we have got separate model called matplotlib for plottings and visualizations. Fine. So in this way, thousands of models Python is providing 89,300 modules, right, for the various domains. So that's why Python is widely used today for implementing different domains of different high-end technologies also, right? So Python is used as an implementation language if we talk about trained data science in big data, right? Most of the cases we see Python as the implementation language. Fine. And just let me brief you what kind of applications are developed today by using Python. Python real-time applications. Today, like Python mostly used in creation of web applications. A lot of web applications are getting developed today by using Python. Previously, you may ask a query, right? We have got Java, .NET, all this from the last 20-25 years. They're mostly used for developing web applications. Why again Python? Python is providing frameworks like Django Framework, Flask, Pyramid, Bottle, Turbo Gear, right? In that Django Framework is the most famous framework. Yes. At a rapid speed, we can develop a web application using this framework. It has got its own application server. It has got its own database like SQLite 3. So everything taken care by the Django itself, right? So here next, like web applications, mostly like Python, mostly used in automation applications. In automation applications, right, using technologies like data science, and technologies like IoT and AWS DevOps, right? See, if you talk about this IoT, right? IoT, Internet of Things. So today, everything through internet, right? Everything through online banking, online shopping, online exams, online healthcare, right? So IoT is a physical network or device embedded with electronics, software, sensors, and network connectivity. Collecting data, exchanging data, and controlling the things from the place where we are, right? So if you see like a lot of automation applications we are getting, you are going to see in the coming days. So in a simple way, I can say like electronic devices connecting and communicating with each other. So the coding goes, means in IoT, the coding that we are using is Python. And if I talk about data science, right? So once again, can anyone please confirm whether my voice is clear?
Yes, sir, your voice is clear.
Fine, thank you. So talking about a data science, right? Everything deals with the data. Data has got experience, data has got future reference. Using data science, we perform data analysis, data predictions, data classifications, data clusterings, data recommendations. It's a blend of techniques. Data science is a blend of technique, right? So the main technique what we see in data science, EML, right? Machine learning. So just observe this diagram, right? Yes, machine learning. So we have got some blend of techniques, machine learning, right? So we've got some regression techniques, classification techniques, clustering techniques, recommendation techniques, pattern matching techniques. So for all these techniques to implement, you require a language. So to code with, we require a language. So Python is the mostly chosen, mostly used programming for implementing this machine learning, deep learning kinds of techniques. So where Python is providing many modules like plottings, visualization, data analysis kind of modules for this, right? And even in the AWS or DevOps, right? In AWS or DevOps also. Not only this, Python serves as the remedy to any problem in this industry, right? So it comes to DevOps, the ultimate goal to reduce the time taken the DevOps life cycle to improving the efficiency, right? So Python offers a structural solution in terms of automating the tasks in each of the stages of DevOps lifecycle. I mean, Python is one of the best scripting languages with vast varieties of Python libraries, which allows us to write scripts for the improved development lifecycle, right? Yes. So in these automation applications today, Python is mostly preferred. So like in data science, in IoT or in AWS, right? Yes. And if I talk the various other applications, I'll just list out one by one applications, right? In big data side, in big data, like huge data is getting generated, right? Like in not in GBs or TBs, in petabytes of data generation, right? Petabytes of data generation. Example like Facebook, Twitter, Google, Yahoo, YouTube. You are just uploading the videos, and if we talk about the email messagings, bankings, telecom, or e-commerce websites, everywhere we see like huge data getting generated, right? So for that, we have got some big data tools available for huge data storage and for huge data processing, right? We have got some big data tools. Okay, like big data Hadoop, big data Spark. So this Hadoop and Spark, like if you see language, we got languages like Scala, Python. So today, like Spark is a very high speed processing. So where the implementation, so where it's a very high speed language. So where the implementation goes in language like Scala, Python. So Spark with Python implementation, PySpark. So I mean to say like Python also used in this big data environment, right? I'll just list out the various other applications, right? Where Python is preferred, like in scientific applications. Scientific applications of scientific called for numerical analysis, right? We use models like NumPy, CP, right? Yes. And apart from this, Python is used for GUI, graphical user interface, or for animation applications, right? We have got modules like PyQt, TK Inter modules available for this, right? Yes. And apart from this, today Python mostly used in game development. Right? Lot of games are getting developed today by using Python, like a single user, multi-user online games. Especially for game development, Python providing a framework called Pygame. It's a framework given by Python for developing games. Not only Pygame, one more framework given like Pykara. So it is also for developing games, right? And for some 3D rendering libraries, like we have got PySoy, Python is providing for this 3D games. And apart from this, today Python mostly used for scheduling tasks, right? We have got Airflow for it, and like and even for testing or test cases. And Python used in the software development, right? Software development. So software developers make use of Python as a support language. So we use like BuildBot, Apache Gum for automated compilation and testing. So here, roundup track for project management and bug tracking, right? So Python is used as a support language here. For business applications, Python is used for business applications, right? So Python is one of the best choice to develop e-commerce websites. So there is a Triton. It's a three-tier high-level general purpose applications, right? So Python also used for business applications. Apart from this, one of the hottest application of Python, right? Database application. Without database, there is most of the applications require database, right? Web applications I'm talking, right? Without database, there's no web application. We can connect with any database like MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, SQL Server, right? We got models, separate models to connect with this, and just by using the connecting parameters or details, we can connect with them. Network, Python used for network programming or for network applications, right? Network So network programming, network applications, separately a framework given by Python, like Twisted Python. Twisted Python is a framework given by Python, right, for developing network kind of applications of network programming, right? And like web scraping, right? Yes, if data present in the database, we will query it. If data not in the database, we will scrap it, we will extract it, harvest it from different websites. You've got URL model for it for doing that, and a beautiful soup model. And Python also used for audio and video applications, right? Yes, audio and video applications. We have got team player, C player, right? Team player, C player, right? Yes. CAD applications, CAD applications, right? Computer aided designing. Computer aided designing, right? Yes, our 3D CAD applications we use, right? Yes. Embedded applications. For embedded, the most famous well-known embedded application, Raspberry Pi. Raspberry Pi, which uses Python for its computing, and for computer vision, right, for object detection, color detection, for face detections, right? That we use Python, and for data analysis. For robotics. Robotics with Python has got great demand today. And for desktop applications creations. Desktop application creation, right? Yes. So single user application, console application, right? We use Python. So these are some of the applications, right? These are some of the applications. Just I was there. We got many more applications, right? For Python, it's a wide varieties of applications for Python. Okay. And who are using Python? These are some of the applications of Python that mostly used in web applications, in automations, right? So Java is never preferred in this automation, like data science, for implementing data science, ML or DL. So Java is never preferred, right? Even in writing automation scripts in AWS DevOps or in IoT robotics, it's never preferred. One second. So I'll just give some time for you at the end of the session, right? For your general queries. So, and who are using Python today? Who are using Python today? And topmost applications. Topmost applications built using Python. Topmost applications built by using Python. So I'll just give some examples, right? The topmost applications built by using Python. So Python, we have got many use cases, many applications, and who are like many applications which are developed by using Python, like Google using Python for its web search system, Yahoo using Python, YouTube using Python for its video sharing service, Instagram built by using Python. The prime reason for Instagram to choose for Python is its practicality and its multi-programming features. NASA using Python for its research and development activities because of Python hybrid features. Uber using Python, Uber pricing algorithm implemented by using Python. Dropbox. There are some other applications like Dropbox, Quora, Pinterest using Python, Reddit, Netflix using Python for its security automation and for subscription purpose, right? Netflix, it is using numerical modules like NumPy, CP, right? Yes. BitTorrent using Python for its file sharing service, and MMOG, massively multiplayer online games, Maya, a powerful 3D animation which uses Python, right? iRobot, okay, fine, for military and commercial applications, right? Use Python. And apart from this, companies like IBM, Seagate, Qualcomm, all this, they use Python for hardware testing, purpose, like, okay. These are some of these applications which are built by using Python, and topmost applications, right, by developed by using Python, right? And reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. Now, try to say, but from the discussion what we had till now, right? Yes. So most of the programmers or developers are attracted towards Python because of its simple syntaxes and very less coding. We see in Python, not even 1/4 coding as compared with other programming. So like 100 lines of Java code, I can write 15 to 20 lines in Python. 20 lines of Java code, I can write within 5 to 6 lines in Python. Means I'll be taking a task and I'll try to implement the task in multiple programming, and I'll show you how simple Python statements look as compared with other programming in the next coming sessions. Secondly, simple syntaxes given by Python. Simple syntaxes. The syntax of Python looks like normal English statements and multi-programming features. Hybrid features, right? And Python supports interactive mode, right? Interactive mode. We can easily interact with Python statement by statement. Just observe this in the command prompt. Just type Python and just type any value. See here, Python 3.10.7, the version, and this interpreter, right? 5 plus 4, it gives the output. 6 into 3. Any statement you type, it is going to give the response. X as 10, no need to define the data types in Python. X as 10, Y as 5. What is X value? What is Y? What is X plus Y? X minus Y? X into 2, X to the power of 2, right? X into 2 means 10 into 2. X to the power of 2, 10 square, 100. X equal to any valid statement you can type, right? And you can interact with Python statement by statement. X into 3 prints hello for 3 times. X into 5 prints hello for 5 times. Any valid statement you can type, and you can check it is going to give the response for every statement you type. And just observe, and just I was talking like wide varieties of applications. We can develop today by using Python. I was talking about automation, web applications, animations, GUI, uh, embedded applications, networking applications, desktop applications, right? This way. And many built-in libraries, libraries and modules, right? Many built-in libraries Python is providing, right? For the various domains, modules, functions, classes. Okay, so in this way, these are the reasons which makes Python suddenly super popular. So if you want to see the scope of Python and job market of Python, right? Just open this Google. You can just say popular coding language. Okay, you see from the last 2-3 years, right? So here by top 10 programming, right? Python stands out to be the truly user friendly, right? Python is the #1 ranked programming language today in the industry because of its diversified number of applications. Next comes Java, JavaScript, right? You see that various results for it, popular coding language from the last 2-3 years, right? So the most popular programming, Python has got more number of use cases today. Like as next comes Java, the other things. Most popular programming language used by top 25 unicorn, Python, next Java, JavaScript, all this, right? Yes. Popularity of programming languages, right? Python, Java, JavaScript, all right, yes, things. Okay, if you see the top 10 programming languages, Python stands first, JavaScript, Java comes next, all this, right? And if you see this popularity of programming, right? Python stands next, Java, right? So ranking wise, if you see the ranking, Python stands as the #1 ranked. Python, Java, C, all this, right? Yes. And Java, C, C++, JavaScript, C#, right? Yes. Python remains most popular programming languages. Python stands to be the most popular programming language, right? Yes. So here, if you see that mostly used programming today in the industry, right? So if you see this graph, Python 31%, Java 19%, C++, Ruby, JavaScript, all this, right? Yes. And if you see that average salary, and if you see that ranking by job openings, right? And that also like Python stands, right? #1 in this. So lot, so that the bigger opportunities, large number of opportunities for Python today. It's not only in Python, like in various high-end technologies, Python is used as an implementation language, right? So directly or indirectly, you will be touching Python, right? If you're from any software field, you'll be touching, even from administration, like system administration, database or network, right? You'll be writing scripts in Python, right? If you see the course content of Python, just observe this, what I'm going to discuss as part of this course. In brief, in depth about Python, Python core, advanced and application oriented modules. Yes, starting from the Python basics, why Python, history, applications, features, versions, flavors of Python, comparison with C, Java and Python, right? Python operations, various execution modes, Python editors, IDs, data types, constants, input output statements, type, comments in Python, escape sequences, strings, and indexing, right? Operators in Python, right? Operators in Python. So various like arithmetic, comparison, logical assignment, like bitwise, membership and identity operators. Python IDEs, right? Python IDEs. So in real time, we use different types of IDEs for Python, right? I'm going to not on 1 or 2 IDEs. I'm going to show in multiple IDEs, right? How to download it step by step, how to install it. So whenever I see any kind of installations, I'll be asking you to do parallelly along with me, right? Like database installation, I'll be showing you one. in like IDs, Python IDs, or like Django installation, the other things, right? You'll be doing along with me parallel. If any error, you will be sharing the screen, right, in Zoom. And various IDs like Anaconda distributions, Jupyter ID, Spider ID, PyCharm ID, Eclipse ID, Atom, VS Code. In this way, different IDs I'll be showing you to work on, right? Flow control statements, looping statements, while else block, strings, string indexing, string slicing, string functions, string methods, string special characters, collections, tuples, lists, sets, dictionaries, lists, list indexing, list properties, list functions, list methods, list addresses, nested list, modifying a list, right? In this way, for list, tuple, sets, and dictionaries, nearly more than 1 week to 10 days we'll be discussing on this, right? Collections, sets, dictionaries, functions in Python, different types of arguments, non-default, default, keyword, non-keyword, arbitrary arguments, lambda functions, reduce functions, map function, filter functions, and in this way, right? And modules in Python, what is a module? Different types of modules, and importing module, normal import, from import, reloading a module, renaming a module, and different models related to different domains I'll be discussing, right? So some models related to this databases, some models related to data science, some models related to big data, some models related to operating system, some models related to regular expressions, some models related to multitasking, some models related to graphics. In this way, different modules I'll be covering in brief, right? And the packages in Python, errors and exceptions in Python, different types of errors and exceptions, file handling in Python, right? And how to create different, how to read write data, object oriented programming in brief, encapsulation, abstraction, static variable, non-static, constructor, destructor, garbage collector, inheritance, their types, polymorphism, a method overriding, all this, right? Regular expression, how to extract required data from the given data, what are the different special characters available, what are the different functions available, one by one with different working examples, right? Is my voice too low? Can anyone please confirm?
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Database connectivity, right? Python database connections, right? So in this installing a database and working with how to connect with database, working with MySQL, Oracle databases, connection establishments, working with the SQL kinds of statements like connection object, cursor objects, execute retrieving data from database, and transaction management, working with different types of queries, right? And Python date time module, different types of models related to date and time related, calendar related, right? Operating system model, different types of operating system related, advanced concepts like Python iterators, generators, closers, decorators, web scraping, scraping data from websites, CSV files, XML, JSON files, debugging, GUI, graphical user interface, TK intermodel, different types of graphical components, Excel workbook, working with Excel files, reading, writing, inserting data, right? And data analytics, right? Using models like Pandas module, NumPy module, Matplotlib for plotting visualizations with multiple working examples. And also, like, as it is mostly used in data science field, so introduction to data science, there are different data sets, supervised, unsupervised learning, correlation analysis, algorithm types, and some models related to this data science in brief, like Pandas module in brief, right? How to create a Pandas series, data frames from dictionaries, data frames from list, data frame from series, data frame from different files like CSV, Excel, JSON files, and data frames from databases, and a Python date functionality, and Pandas time delta, groupings, aggregations, and different types of functions, different formats, Pandas and Matplotlib, Pandas use cases, and not only Pandas, NumPy, numerical Python, NumPy module. It's one also important module, like for 2D, 3D arrays, NumPy mathematical operations, flattening and reshaping, horizontal and vertical stack, line spacing, arrange as array, like iterations, transpose, array manipulations, linear algebra, like string functions, operations, use cases, working examples, and matplotlib for plottings and visualizations, like installing matplotlib, generating graphs, normal plottings, generating graphs, bar graphs, scatter plots, stack plots, pie plots, right? Yes. Yes. So this is what nearly 30 topics, right? In brief, I will be discussing, right? Nearly like 60 to 70 hours, like 2 months of duration for this Python, 2 to 2.5 months it goes. So at the end of the course, you'll be getting great command in Python with 250 plus code examples I'll be discussing. So nothing, everything I'll be typing and showing you, not like bringing some pre-written code and explaining, it won't happen. So as this is a demo session, right? Just I am speaking most of the time, but in regular session, right? It will be like interactive sessions. For each and every statement I type, you will be responding with the output, right? What is the expected output? As it is interpretation language, line by line execution, you will be responding with that each and every statement, not like just speaking and going off. So it will interaction from both the sides. And not only this Python, people who choose for web development, right? Web applications creations using Python. And if you go further for web development, like using the Django framework. So yes, I'm coming to that. Just give me time. So Django, right? Django web applications creations using MBT architecture. Yes. So Django, what is Django? It's one of the important framework of Python. What do you mean by web framework? And the installation of Django step by step, you'll be doing parallel along with me. And Django project architecture, in brief discussion about that project, the architecture, different types of .py files, manage.py, urls.py, settings.py, admin.py, models.py, views.py. Each and every file in brief I'll be discussing before we go with that application development. And the Django application creations, what is the importance of views, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and Django in using. I'm going to show you in 3 to 4 IDs, right? Like in PyCharm ID, in Atom ID, in VS Code ID, I'll be showing you, and Django views and writing your business logics and business code and templates, Django admin and Django models for databases, right? And advanced concepts like Django object relational mapping, faker module, class-based views, form validations, rendering forms, multi-select field, embedded video, right? And apart from this, I'll be providing you the knowledge, in brief knowledge on UI technologies, HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, and JavaScript. UI technologies, right? HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript. So here, one second. I divided, see this Python, like I'm going to discuss like Python core, Python advanced, and application oriented modules, nearly like 70 hours for this, in brief about this, with 250 plus examples. And apart from this, if you go forward for Django, right? Django and UI. So it's a total full stack is covered here. And with APIs also, right? I'll be discussing in brief. So UI technologies, Django web applications creations, which includes HTML, in brief, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, JS, right? Here totally in this Django, right? 20 applications creations you'll be doing, right? 20 applications creations. So you will be doing parallelly along with me, right? Step by step, like not like just watching the sessions. You'll be doing parallelly, step by step, step 1, step 2, step 3, that applications creations using Python, using Django framework, right? Yes. And here 250 plus code examples, here 20 plus applications creations. So this is, I'm going to give, so the fee structure, it was said like for Python it is 5K, and for this it is 5K. It's 10K, right? It's total. If you only for Python, it's 5K. And if you want, you can need to go for 5K, totally 10K. So it's an offer batch. It's for these both Python and the Django, both are the offer batches for just 5K and 5K. Yes, Django and so everything. See here for Django, I'll be discussing all these UI techniques. So first, I'll discuss about the UI technologies. Then I'll go with Django. So this Django and UI for this, I'm going to pay 5K for it. For Python, it is 5K. So and 1 second. So each and every topic, clear notes will be provided. Every session is video recorded. You will be getting the recorded videos for every session, right? So here. Yeah, if you got any queries, you can go with your queries right now. It's time for your queries. And as this is the demo session, I was speaking most of the time, but general sessions, right? Both the sides, the interaction, right? For any query you got, immediately you can ask, unmute yourself and asking that query. All right. And once you get enrolled, right, a WhatsApp group will be there for interaction, right? For technical interaction. If you got any error, you can take a snap of it and post in the WhatsApp group. Anybody can answer it. I'll be answering, right? Fine.
So will there be any projects like done in the?
Yes. At the last, I'll be showing one project. It is the Django plus UI plus project.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Sir, I am from MBA background. Could this Python will be help in entering IT industry for me?
So okay, just everyone, once you do one thing, people from non-programming or zero programming, right? Next attend the next 2 or 3 sessions, right? I'll be providing 3-4 sessions freely. Next 4 days, you can attend Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, next coming week, right? So you can just check how these Python statements by attending 4 days, right? I'll be showing you multiple examples in the next session, right? How to generate graph without starting with Python. Just I'll show you some codings, generating graphs and various other example snippets of Python, right? So with output, how simple it looks with 2-3 lines, how we can generate those things, right? All the statements look like normal English statements as compared with other programming, not complex, right? The only thing is you need to do the practicals every day you need to complete the practicals, right? And just attending the session, responding in the sessions, and doing the practicals and working with the assignments, right, at the end of the session. And those who wants to go for certifications, right, even for those people, right, what is the syllabus for it, how your performance are measured, what are the queries, questions, types of questions, everything I'll be demonstrating, right? So yes.
Sir, in job prospect is there for MBA candidate in Python?
Your bachelor degree?
BCom.
So I won't say like you'll be having very less as compared with the others, but if you have got some opportunity, if you have got good command on this, right, if you've got an opportunity, you can just get through it. But I say like you, like others, right, many like calls you won't be getting, you'll be getting calls, but very less as compared to others.
Okay, thank you.
So what is Python? If only Python, what is the duration, right? Yes, Durga money. Yes, Python duration 2 to 2.5 months, right? 70 hours. It will take like 2 to 2.5 months. In brief, like Python core advanced and application oriented modules. It's not like 45 or 50 hours. I'll be spending 70 hours with many example codes, working examples, right?
So, sir, for any doubts, can we contact you personally?
See, doubts, right? At the start of the session, I'll be giving for 10 to 5-10 minutes of time for your queries immediately when the session starts. First, I'll go with your queries and start the session, right? At the end of the session, or you can ask me at any point of time, or you can just post in the WhatsApp group, or if any other, right? I will be after the session, right? You can, if I'm free, then I'll be going with your queries. So not a problem. Queries anyhow, you need to just ask me then and there. You need to clear it, right?
Okay.
Or at the end of the session, you can ask me up or in the group or in the right.
Okay. So, Django and UI course duration?
Yeah, that's okay. 1 second. So this Django and UI also, it's like 50 hours, right? It's for 50 hours. It's like 1.5 months to 2 months. And here, if you want to go parallelly also, you can go. Why? Because this UI, when you are updating with Python, immediately you can go with UI technologies parallelly, right? So I have got some weekend batches available, some weekday batches available, right? UI technology doesn't require any kind of Python programming, right? When you are updating with Python, you'll update it with, you'll go with UI technologies parallelly. And after that, Django introduction, Django architecture, when I discussed it, by the time you are Python core completes advanced also, right? Fine. So
Okay.
if you want to go parallelly, it will go like 2.5 to 3 months. But
Okay.
one after the other, it is 4 months, right?
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Sir, good evening. Sir, my name is Sumit. Sir, I am from civil engineering background, currently doing software testing class. Sir, I want to get entered into the automation field, but it requires Python. So, by doing this, will it be helpful me to grow in IT?
Yes. So here, 1 second, please be in mute. You can ask your question, go into mute, right? So Python today, like Python directly or indirectly is going to touch each and every software employee. So I was saying, like, we have got models for different domains, for testing, for networking, for animations, for big data, for data science, for automations, for AWS DevOps. Like, we have got 4 to 3 module available, right? So for all this, you need to have the knowledge about the modules, how to use it, how to work with, how we can get help, how we can dig, how to extract into it, how can I get each and every functionality, how can I get help on it, right? So we'll be digging it and working with models, and how to write our own modules you'll be discussing as part of this course. And also I'll be discussing all these 4, right? So 1 second, I'm getting sounds. Yes, Sumit, please be in mute. Yes, so not only that, as part of this course, I'm going to discuss 4 things: procedural oriented with Python, object oriented with Python, scripting with Python, and modular programming, right? Python. All these 4 I'm going to cover. That's why I said 70 hours, right? So, and also models related to different domains I'm going to discuss. Fine. So
Hello, sir.
yeah. 1 second. Recorded sessions you'll be getting, yes, every day you'll be getting the recorded session, even if you're absent because of some ill health or because of some office work, you can just go through that and attend the next sessions, right? Yes, Durgaman, it's Python with both core and advanced.
Hi, sir. This is Jennifer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. I've been with the corporate before, and my skill was like with a Java background. And right now, like I wanted to go into like Python.
Mhm.
So, regarding this Python course, like for taking a certification,
Yes.
along with the course, like can we be prepared, or is it like a separate thing or preparation for like getting a certification on Python?
That's what I'm saying, right? Yes, for those who are, so in brief, Python I'll be discussing, right, in depth with multiple working examples, the covers and topics.
Okay.
They'll be
Yeah,
testing
that will prepare us for the certification. Is it like that, sir?
yes.
Yeah.
They'll be testing you with the core concepts of Python, right? So what is the, how your performance is measured, everything. I'll be taking some separate session for those, right? Yes.
Yeah, thank you, sir.
And one more thing, people from Java background, not, I'm not degrading Java, right? Java is also a powerful language, and I'm saying not the greatness of Python. Python also has got a couple of limitations, right? So that also you need to know, right? Before I go forward, like Python as compared with Java, right? Java is faster than Python. Java is faster than Python because of Java virtual machine, JVM, right? Python is an interpretation language, line by line execution. That is one. And I said all this from last 1 hour. I'm saying that Python, we can develop any kind of applications. But one more limitation of Python is Python, all kind of applications you can create, except Python is very less used in mobile applications. and Java is mostly used in mobile applications, right? So that's not, so Java also it's equally important, but today from last 3-4 years the usage of Python has increased a lot. Fine. So it's not like if anyone from Java background, so still Java is powerful language. From last 25 years it's running, it will be running, right? But Python also, because of its hybrid features, it has got multiple applications creations, right? Yeah, go ahead with your query, right? Somebody was asking. Yeah.
Sir, what will be the timings?
Yeah, forgot about the timings to say, right? Yes. See, once again, there were a lot of requests for most of the students, right? From the students and those who are college students and from the job holders, right? So the 6 p.m. okay, we cannot attend. So this demo sessions will go, and for the first 10 to 2 weeks, right? It goes at 6 p.m., right? But later, the timing of this batch is at 8 p.m. So for all the students, to making it possible for all the students and all the job holders to attend, right? The timing of this batch will be 8 p.m. But the first, I'm making it clear before you are do the payment, right? So it's first 10 days to 2 weeks, 10 days like or 2 weeks, right? It will be at 6 p.m., right? 6 p.m. But later, up to the end of the course, right? It goes for 8 p.m. 8 p.m. in the evening, right? Yes. Fine, right? And yes. Python has models for, okay, Python has got thousands of models, 89,000 models are there, right? So it doesn't mean that you need to have the idea about all those thousands of models, right? Only like depending upon your domain, right? You will be exploring only those domain specific modules and also some common modules, right? So if people can attend the sessions like on so the next session is going to be on Monday, same time at 6 p.m. at Monday, right? Monday you'll be having, it's not a duplication or replication of today's. We'll be continuing from here what we have stopped, but just after giving a small overview. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, people can attend the sessions to see more on this, how the training level goes. So yes, any more queries? So people from non-programming or zero programming, not a problem, right? You can easily understand Python, whatever we discussed, right? Yes. And about that installation softwares, everything you'll be not a problem, right? It's a Python installation hardly takes 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes to install Python. And also later I show you on different distribution like Anaconda distributions using Anaconda prompt navigator, Jupyter Spider, right? Yes. Yes, tomorrow Saturday. See, your sessions will be from Monday to Friday, so that your sessions, regular sessions will be from Monday to Friday. Sometimes if I feel that you are running out of days, out of time, some Saturdays I'll be taking sessions pre-intimating if everyone fine with the timings, right? So sessions will be from Monday to Friday. Yes, the next session will be on Monday at 6 p.m. right after today's class. The session will be on Monday. So okay, fine. Any more queries, right? Anyone? So you will be getting that course content to your mail IDs, and even if you check that somewhere bringing about the payment process and procedure, you can just check in the chart panel, right? Your online team has forwarded a message, a big message about the payment process and procedure. Like we have got account pay or pay, what is that, Google Pay, and contact details of this online team. If for any contact, you can just take a snap of it, the contact details of this online team if you have got any queries. And don't forget to send the screenshot to this mail ID. There is a mail ID provided by them, right? DURGASOFT online training. So don't forget, because tomorrow if the link is changed, that compulsory they'll be forwarding that link to that mail ID. Okay, fine. Any more queries, right? Anyone? If I'm done with the queries, then I will sign off for today. Meet you on Monday, right? So thank you all for your time. Thank you. Meet you on Monday. Yes. Bye.